Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Katie, and today I'm going to be talking about some of the extra book possibilities for February. So I did my TBR game about 2 weeks ago now, actually, almost, but I have so many extra books that I'm going to try to get to this month, and I kind of just wanted to talk about all the extra books that I mentioned in my TBR game that did not make it on my TBR game. So I have my drink in this cute mug. This came from Fierce and Strong book subscription box. I love it. It says because of grace, and I'm having a caramel macchiato, which did not go as planned. Not naming names, but someone besides me cleaned it and didn't put the seal inside, so we kind of had an explosion of liquid. That's okay, we all have to clean it up. And yeah, so you know the person who usually causes chaos, right? Maybe. Anyways, so I don't know where to put this because I don't have a coaster up here. That would have been helpful. That's actually a good idea to bring a coaster sometime. I'll just put it on a piece of paper. All right. Anyways, so I have my reading journal up here, along with a couple physical books and a couple books that I don't have. So let's go to the reading journal first. By the way, wearing a hat because I haven't washed my hair. Telling all on this channel, right? All right, so first up is, I totally forgot to share our book club pick for my book club. And I gotta find my list. It's like right before my reading challenges. All right, so this month we are reading Counted with the Stars by Connell Cosette. It is a biblical fiction era. It is not biblical fiction. There's no, if there is biblical characters, it's probably only going to be mentioned and that's it. It just is set during biblical times, so I'm excited to try it. I've never tried a Connell Cosette book before, so I'm excited to give her a shot. And yeah, so if you'd like to read with us, feel free to. One of us, we're really trying to figure out what we want to do to get you all more involved with us as well, because a lot of us read it together as booktubers, and so we want to get all of our subscribers involved as well. We're probably going to discuss a little later on in the month. Maybe we'll do a live show. We have talked about it before and it came up again, so maybe we'll do something like that. All right, so what else is going on? Should have had a bookmark. There we go. All right, so I'll go to my physical books first, I guess, that I own. All right, some of these I've already started. Oh, golly. All right, so did this one come up? Oh, this one did come up. So, I don't have to mention it because I forgot it was part of my TBR game, I think, but 101 Dalmatians. I am currently almost 3/4 of the way through. I don't have a bookmark, but literally the day I started listening to the audiobook, I found this at a book outlet store. So I found a physical copy of it, and I was so happy because this is actually the UK edition, and look how adorable. Black and white polka dots, the puppy going through the O in 1, that's just super cute. So this is the cutest edition. I'm so happy that I got it now. But yeah, so I'm currently really enjoying this one, and had no idea it was a full-length book. I honestly thought it was just a children's book, could be maybe 50 pages or so, but no, this is over 250 pages. It's bigger print, but it's really cute. I'm really enjoying it. Cruella de Vil is honestly more evil in this book than she is in the movies. Yeah, she's done some pretty bad stuff. I don't know if they mentioned some, especially in the cartoon, they probably took some stuff off from the book because, hey, little ears are, or little eyes are watching. But yeah, so I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, so we've gotten to the part already where they're rescuing the puppies. So, most everybody knows the story, so. All right, and then I am currently reading and will hopefully finish Daughter of Eden by Jill Eileen Smith. This is on my, was it on my romance TBR? I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. So I'm currently reading this and should finish it by the end of this week. So this is a biblical fiction about Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, and also it talks about the creation and everything in the beginning as well. So I'm excited to continue that one. And then, just put those there. I am continuing this one. I got this as an art copy a few months ago, and just with the end of the month wrap-ups and everything, I just got so far behind, and I really wanted to finish this before the end of December, but I didn't. But I did get quarter of the way through, I think. But I'm reading The Call of the Sea by Sean and Bessie, and I am actually really enjoying it. I like this era of writing. I've always had, like, I love stories that take place during, like, the Norwegian Viking era, and I just love it. So I will be continuing it and hopefully finishing it before the end of the month, because it is only, even though it is an art copy, it's only about 250 pages. So I'm going to try to continue and finish that. And if I put it in the video, I'll have a better chance of finishing it. All right, and then I have two other books. Daughter of Eden was from Baker Publishing, and these ones are as well. So I'm going to be reading these this month. I'm going to be reading All the Lost Places by Amanda Dykes. This is dual timeline. It talks about Italy and Venice, and how there's supposedly like a baby who was floating in a basket. I mean, so we've got a baby floating in a basket. I was thinking about Moses. That's why I paused there for a second. But I guess that a guild of artisans take him in and teach him the artist trade. So, and then modern timeline, what is it about? A man who is assigned to translate a rare book, and he discovers a city of colliding hope and decay, much like his own life, and a mystery wrapped in the book. So I'm really excited to read this one. I love the cover. When I saw it, I was like, yes. Beautiful cover. All right, and then the last book that I have from Baker Publishing is The Maid of Ballymacool by Jennifer Dybel. I have heard nothing but great things about Jennifer Dybel, and so this will actually be my first book by her. I have been really wanting to read Dance in Donegal by her, but I haven't gotten to it yet. But so this one will be my first one by her, and I'm just excited to try her books out. I think they all take place around the Scottish Highlands, and so this one, let's see. Brianna is at a boarding school since she was a wee girl and will likely die there. Despite a sense that she was made for something more, Brianna feels powerless to change her situation. So she consoles herself by exploring the Ballymacool grounds, looking for hidden treasures to add to the secret trove beneath the floorboards of her room. When Michael Ray, the son of local gentry, is sent to Ballymacool to deal with his unruly cousin, he finds himself drawn to Brianna, immediately and inescapably. There is something about her that feels so familiar. Interesting. So I'm really excited to try this one out. So those are all my physical copied books. Now I made a romance TBR list I showed you in my reading journal setup. I added books that I was hoping to get to all of these, but I really don't think it's going to happen. I had a really slow beginning of the month. I've only read one book so far, and I'm almost done with the second one. So I really don't think this TBR is going to go to too many places, especially since I ended up I have a secret TBR, but I don't know if it's going to happen this month. We'll see. All right, so let's see. Have I read any of these yet? I don't think I have, because as I said, I only read one book. All right, so the first one that I'm hoping to read, it's by a lovely author that I've gotten to chat with a little bit, and it's called My Heart Belongs on Mackinac Island, and I think it's called, I don't remember what it's called. There's like, that's what it's called, but then it has like, it's called Maud's Dream or something. Maud something. I don't remember. But it's by Carrie Fansett Pagels or Pagels. I have to text her and see how she pronounces her last name. But it just takes place on Mackinac Island. I believe it's early 1900s. And I'm just in love with it because I've already started it. And it's just, Mackinac Island was my one and only solo trip so far that I've ever taken. And it was honestly the best trip I've ever been on, and just hearing about these places just brings me so much joy and happiness and sadness because I'm not back there, but just so happy that I get to read it. So yeah, but I don't know too much about it, but right in the beginning, there's a girl who's excited that her boyfriend / almost fiance is coming home, and so she ends up meeting him by the boat. But like her little brother says, hey, he brought a lady friend. She's like, a lady friend? And then she finds out that he's married when he comes home. So that's all I've gotten so far. That's right in the beginning, so no spoilers. But yeah, So I'm excited to continue that one. All right, next one. I'm trying to just go to the ones that like I know I'm gonna get to, but we'll see. So okay, let's see. I do want to get to Before I Called You Mine by Nicole Deese. This one just sounds great. So this is about a woman who she doesn't think that she's ever going to get married, but she wants to be a mom. And so she ends up going through the process of having to go through all the wires and everything to try for adoption. But like the adoption agency she goes through says she has to remain single in order to be, I guess, listed in the category of a single parent. And so she does, but then she meets I think he's a substitute teacher or a new teacher in the school. And maybe something will develop between them. So it sounds really cute, and we'll see what happens. Maybe she can switch her category into married or something. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So definitely that is a definite yes. I do want to get to this one. It's way up there. But it's like behind, like I have like a whole stack of books and it's behind those books. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to get to it right now. But it's called Yinka, Where Is Your Husband by Lizzie Blackburn. And I really want to read this one, man. I wanted to read it right when I got it from Book of the Month because it came out last February, I think, last January or February. And I wanted to read it immediately, but my friend wanted to buddy read it. And we never buddy read it. And I'm really sad because I really wanted to read it when I got it. So I probably just should have read it, but so sad. But anyway, so this is set in Africa, and honestly, that's one of my favorite settings for books. One of my favorite books is The Girl with the Louding Voice by Abidare, and so when I saw this book come out, I was like, I want to read it. So it's about this girl who, her family like is saying, where's your husband? Why aren't you getting married? Always kind of annoying her, saying, why aren't you getting married? And so I think she ends up trying to like just find a guy who she can kind of like pretend to be her husband. And so I'm excited to try it, and I hope I like it. All right, because I think that's the only one that isn't Christian fiction on my list, so pretty sure. Yes. That's what it looks like. All right, so the next one that I want to get to is would love to get to Dear Henry, Love Edith by Becca Kinzer. I want to get to it this week because I was like one of the very first ones to get a hold at the library, and it finally came in. Sorry, there was like a helicopter going over our house or something. I can still hear it, so it's probably coming by anytime soon. Anyway, so Dear Henry, Love Edith. So this is Becca Kinzer's debut novel, and I have heard great things about it. I cannot wait to read it. But it's just about this couple who, I think I've talked about it before. Have I? Yeah, probably in like my most anticipated releases. But this book is about this woman who is an early widow. She's in her 30s, and she ends up renting this place with this guy. But this guy and girl, it almost sounds like there's a book by like a secular author that kind of has the same type of plot where they have different work schedules, so they never meet, but they just write through letters. But they both think the other one is like an older person, like over 70 or whatever. So they don't know that they're both kind of young, and so I just think it's a cute trope that I think I'm gonna really like. So I'm excited to try that one. All right. Oh, I have read one on my list. Yes. I honestly didn't even think. So Winning His Trust by Tony Shiloh, which I had a book review for on Sunday. That was on this list, and I read it, so I can mark off one. Yay. All right, let's see. Encounter with the Stars is on here, so I'll finish that one too. So let's see. The next one that I really want to get to is My Stubborn Heart by Becky Wade. I'd love to get to that one. I think it's going to be great. I'm hoping to get to that one. It was in one of my challenges. It had to be a book recommended by an author, and Tony Shiloh was kind enough to recommend that book to me, so I definitely want to get to that book, hopefully this month. And also, before I forget, I do have 2 more books to talk about. The first one is a buddy read that I'm going to be doing with Mitzi over at Mitzi Reads and Writes. I will link her channel down below. She and I are hopefully going to be starting a buddy read next week, and we're going to be talking about, we're going to be reading together, I forgot what it's called. I think it's As Bright as Heaven by, I forgot her name. Susan Meisner? Is that right? For some reason, my brain is just not working. But I think that's right. All right. But we will be reading that together. I read one of her books before, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm hoping to really like this one as well. So yeah, I think it is Susan Meisner. I wrote that down, and then I forgot to print it out. So yeah, but I think that's who wrote it. Oh, my brain. All right. Anyways, so the other book that I have, which I forgot, it's in my reading challenges, but February's for Oshina at Oshina Gotta Read 'Em All, her Christian Romance Reading Challenge. The second one for February is Read a New to You author. So for that one, I am going to be trying to get to the one that I just talked about, which was, wow, brain. Dear Henry, Love Edith by Becca Kinzer. So that's going to be my choice because it's a new to me author. So I think that's most of the books that I'm going to talk about. There were a couple other ones that I had on my list, but honestly, I don't know if I'm going to get to them all. I would like to, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen, especially with the month, the way my month is going and my mouth is going because I can't talk. Anyway, so I just thought this would be a fun, cute little video to share with you all, to kind of just share the extra books that I had planned. There will be reading sprints on Wednesday, so I will make sure to post that. It probably is already posted by now, hopefully. But yeah, so join me Wednesday for reading sprints at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's usually when I do it. So it'll be fun. I don't know what I'll be reading. Probably still be reading Daughter of Eden or The Call of the Sea. One of those. We'll see where I am at. All right, so I hope you all have a wonderful day. Let me know your plans for February. What book are you currently reading? Or if you're not currently reading anything, what book are you excited to get to next? All right, so I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.